What up, my freaks? Ruinous Insight here with part 5 of my Total Warhammer II modded Mazdamundi campaign. So as we saw last time, a fairly administrative heavy episode saw us build up our empire and get a fair amount of money coming in at 6.1k. That's pretty darn decent, and that should allow us to snowball a little bit, build a little bit tall, as we do have our central, the central point of our empire here, essentially. In addition to that, we have declared war on Morathi out here, and we are going to see whether she attacks Skeggy down here, whether she heads to Ziggurat of Dawn, whether she heads through to Moonshard and tries to retake Sildred Tor. She does have an army here. Although, on the other hand, she could always attack Arnheim, which is right beside her, and does not appear to have an army in it. And, I mean, she's at war with basically everybody around her, so there's lots of options for what the AI is going to do there. Now, I do believe I've done pretty much everything that needs to be done between the episodes. In fact, at Isthmus of Lustria, we can destroy the Fallen Gates, because now that we have Sildred Tor, and if we take Iron Spike next turn, we will no longer need those skink lookouts. So that'll be a nice little extra influx of cash. Speaking of influx of cash, we have a maximum amount of alignments, so I am going to get the tax rate alignment, which is in buildings, and is only 25. So here's my plan with this. Yeah, 7%, not that much. It's going to go up by... yeah, by like 600 money. That's fine. It only costs us 25 alignments, plus what I think we'll do is we'll head out to Iron Spike, take it, then head up all the way to the ancient city of Quintex, because it appears to have a garbage garrison, and then head back down to the Moonshard, which has a decent garrison, if Morathi doesn't go here. Obviously, this is going to change if Morathi goes here, and then we'll head up to Moonshard ourselves first to take out her army, as well as the mass stack in here, and just kill the faction, essentially. But if that doesn't happen, we'll go up here and then up here. This will allow us to gain back some of our alignments, which will then allow us to get this Divine Architecture down a few turns. Then we'll pop it again, which will cost 50 alignments, and then we will do these quests, which will give us 30 alignments apiece. Just trying to plan out alignments here. Alright, so that's the plan. Let's see if it survives contact with the enemy. Lord Not Moved, I don't care. Do you need to steel tech again? Yes. You can steel tech, little fella. There. Oh, and you failed. Why would you fail? Why would you do that? All right, steel tech upgrade and block army upgrade, please. And you are going to lose that. How could you? The sudden betrayal. The sudden but inevitable betrayal. Alrighty, let's skip the rest of this, and we are going to end the turn. Let's find out what Morathi does. And we could build a bonus army here at Skeggy, or a defensive army here at Skeggy, but I feel like they should be able to defend against the stack. I mean, we do have towers, and I would assume that most of Morathi's army is basic troops. They'd have a real tough time killing her herself, but... against the troops, I feel like they do pretty good. Especially as we do have a couple of Cold One Spear Riders, which we could sally out with and sort of ride around annoying them. Anyway, let's end the turn. And while the turn is ending, this is the 5th episode in the series. And for those who don't know, on 5th episode in the series is where I like to remind you guys to drop your likes and comments if you've been enjoying this particular Let's Play. And if you like Total Warhammer content in general, etc., etc. As the timing of the episodes and the length of the episodes and the scheduling days do depend on what the algorithm says, and that is of course manipulated by the engagement, i.e. your likes and comments. There it is, spiel done. Let's continue. I hate doing that, but you gotta do it. Decline, no pacts with anybody, not right now. Now Morathi appears to have moved to Tor Anrock, which is interesting. Hey, we got a free quest. Okay, you say this every time. We got free money out of it. I'll take it. Cult of Pleasure, Dark Elf faction has performed a sacrifice to Mathon and got themselves a Black Ark. Hey, technology research, sequence of the city, always nice to see. Got another chapter objective. Proceed. Continue and proceed. Let's see what we got. We got buildings here, so we will move you, my friend, out here, and then we will get you... I guess we want to upgrade Monument to the Moon first, because it does have a... 2700, damn. Because it does have to build a defensive structure, or else Morathi could sail down and attack it. Okay, what else needs building? Northern Great Jungle, alright, so that means we move back here to Swamp Town. There we go, build, and then I guess we go the kilns. Alrighty, and then you can just stay exactly where you were. Somebody in the previous, in the comments of the previous episode mentioned that the battle march stance, like the march stance, increases the upkeep for the unit in the army. It doesn't really matter all that much for a single unit like the Slann Mage Priest, but might as well drop it a little bit by staying in channeling stance or, you know, in camp stance. I feel like in camp stance should actually reduce the cost. Shouldn't it? Maybe not. Whatever. I know that some factions have stances that do reduce the cost, I believe. But, oh, well, raiding does, but yeah. Anyway, research available once again. And we are going to go to... Let's see, resource cost, landmark construction, port construction, that's not bad. Cult of Sotek. You know, I feel like we don't have enough resource production buildings for this to be worthwhile, even at 50%. Ooh, sequence of marching, 15% movement range, I'll take that. I will very much take that. Alrighty, let's hit up Iron Spike. Actually, before hitting up Iron Spike, last episode we got ourselves a free Blessed Stag. You know what, I think it's time. Skink Cohort X2, goodbye, I love you little guys, but you're gonna get replaced by a Blessed Stag and the Legion of Chakwa, who is here. There we go. Alright, the Legion of Chakwa, of course, has a ability that increases plus 25% missile resistance and plus 25 missile parry with shield for allies in range. So together with the 2 Temple Guard unit, they should hold the line very, very nicely. Alright, now with that, you're going to hit Iron Spike. I don't know what kind of defenses are here, but we're about to find out. And, oh, it's all trash. Casualties, oh yeah, there's no need to fight this, obviously. Auto-resolve, and occupy, please. Now what do we have here? Ooh, we got the Iron Mines. Very nice. Ooh, ward save +5, a Glyph Necklace. I will definitely take that. Opal Amulet, goodbye. Glyph Necklace, hello. And you leveled up as well, Mr. Mundi. Great Rumination. I believe the next thing I was going to get is Telekinetic Force, because it has that -10 armor reduction, which is pretty significant. Call it a direct damage buff. And then I guess you can get the Opal Amulet instead. Now for when you're... Nah, let's just get you your Luck Stone. Screw the Opal Amulet. At least for now. And then I guess you can have a free armor. There you go, Dragon Helm. Alrighty, so now we have to choose. Do we head towards Moonshine? No, I think the plan stands. I think we head up towards Ancient City of Quintex. It is still... I guess it's level 2 or 3, maybe? Wait, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, I think it's level 3. Or is it 2? I don't know. Either way, it has, like, no defenders, so if we can take that, it would probably be another auto-resolve, but then we can have, we can move down and take the Moonshard with, the actual defensive garrison here. Presuming that Morathi doesn't attack Skeggy, you know what, I don't trust her. Well, I mean, who does, but, let's get Mr. Brahmak back in here. Let's get you... I guess we could start leveling up Skyrider, because we are going to have a bunch of, flying units in his army eventually. Why not? Why not? Ooh, question for you guys. If anybody knows, do units like Pterodon Riders that have skinks riding flying units, do they double dip into Skirmisher? Because this says missile strength +3 for skink, etc. units, right? Does that just mean skink cohorts, or does that mean any kind of skink units? I feel like Pterodon Riders don't count, but maybe they do. I feel like they should. I know that some units do double dip in this game, right? Blackheart Corsairs are one that comes to mind. For the Dark Elves, they dip into multiple upgrade points in the red line, and they also... the Free Company Militia, I believe, also double dip for the Imperials, so, for the Empire, rather. So it's very much possible, so if anybody knows, please let me know. Because then we could get Skirmisher and it would benefit them. It's been such a long time since I played Tic-Tac-Toe, but I feel like I would have known back then, but it is no longer the case. Anyway, let's see if there's anything else to do. Isthmus of Lustria. Ooh, Fallen Gates, we can finally get our spice market up, which we couldn't before because of that defensive structure. And I believe that's it. You are going to steal tech, and let's just pray that you don't get killed. You failed again. Oh, come on, Grendel. Come on, man. We really need that extra research. Alright, let's end the turn. Oh, I should have kept the map over here to see what exactly Morathi did. Cult of Pleasure is moving. Well, it looks like she didn't attack Skeggy this turn, that's for certain. Despite the fact that we summoned the Lord, or maybe because we summoned the Lord. I don't actually know whether she would have been able to reach us. It depends on how many movement range bonuses she has at this stage. She's just sitting here.
Do not order me.
Ooh, it looks like she can't actually reach Skeggy. But you know what? Just in case, I'm gonna build some skin cohorts with javelins. This is making me very nervous. Like, what the hell is she doing? Stop it, Marathi. I don't like it. You, Mazdamundi. Can you reach her in 2 turns? No, not even close. Alright, you know what? I know that this is attrition land, but I'm gonna risk it. We're going to move March Stance as close to the city of Quintex as possible. And then hopefully that'll allow us to hit it next turn via a regular attack. I don't know whether that'll be the case, but let's find out. I mean, we're pretty close here. It really depends. This appears to be terrain hills, which is probably harder to move through than grassland. Hard to say. But hey, if it works, I will be very happy. Alrighty, Titan Peaks, you are the new place, and I guess we're just going to keep you the way you are. Your public order is going to be low because of all the chaos corruption, and is unsurprising. We also have to get Mazdamundi out of there before he develops negative chaos traits for being in chaos corruption areas. Just something to keep in mind. You can go back into Potwalks, actually. Yeah, it's always going to be better to keep you in an actual territory. Hey, we still have the right of ferocity up for 2 turns, eh? So if she does attack, we do still have an advantage, at least a little one with the Free Holy Stella. All right, and I believe Hero Not Moved is Mr. Tech Thief, who has not been very effective, and hey, at least he succeeded this time. Steel Tech, we're gonna go into Wound, and I guess Cleanse Corruption next. Alrighty, perfect. End turn. Let's see about that ancient city of Quintex. Trade dissolved with Kalidor. It looks like Morathi might have attacked Kalidor and they're dead. Ooh, a little army moving in here. And another little army being constructed at the ancient city of Quintex, eh? Alright. Definitely something we'll have to deal with. Ooh, you might retake those territories because their garrisons are probably trash. Scourge of Cain has been destroyed. Morathi's still here. She is still here, could attack us at any moment. You know what? More skin cohorts. I love the skin cohorts with javelins, which is why I build them so often. You're gonna attack the Moonshard with a steel tech. If you survive, we might be able to block the free research rate. Block this army and prevent it from retaking Soldier Tour. Because those the units in there are still hurt. Never. So they probably would win. Alrighty, you in the meantime have got yourself another point, so let's get that Cleanse Corruption. I guess that is going to be needed here. Corruption's at 59. Alright, let's take the ancient city of Quintex. Here we go. Now, do we need to actually fight this is the real question. Casualties low. We could auto-resolve it. This is a pretty, I mean... Do we want to minimize casualties? You know what? I'm going to fight this real quick. I don't trust it in the sense that even if its casualties low, if it does, let's say, another 25%, we won't be able to heal fast enough to then be able to go down to Moonshard while, well, certainly not while in March stance. So let's just do it this way. We do have artillery superiority here, so we might as well make use of it. Plus, we have massive magical superiority as well. They had 1,001 units. Alrighty, so you guys are all going to go here. I feel like in this map the towers might be able to range us right away, but I'm not 100. Let's find out. I guess we could put all of our infantry into the trees here and just keep our monsters out. So that's you guys, and then everybody else, let's just get you all right here, where you're hopefully hidden. There we go. Hidden, 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 and hidden. So even if they can't attack you, they can't attack you. You know what I mean. Alrighty, you guys are in range, and you are going to... Well, let's just get to it. This is going to be, hopefully, a quick battle with pretty much no casualties. Go. Can these towers actually reach... Oh, wow, their range is garbage. In fact, it looks like these Steg might be able to outrange them as well. Perfect. Alright, switch to next target, please. Alright, we're just going to quickly destroy the towers, then we're going to damage the Dark Shards. You know what? Speaking of Dark Shards, what's the range on Comet of Chaos Endora? Not crazy, but I think it does outrange the Dark Shards, at least we will see in a second or so. You, don't move into the where the Dark Shards can hit you, please. Kill that tower, and then kill the last tower. You, move in. And drop yourself a nice comet right... I don't know, right? Will they move as it comes down or no? They will, but they'll still very, very badly get hurt. Alrighty, well, you two, are you guys going to fire from up there? Yeah, you guys do some damage on this. We could try to break through the wall. Ooh, do they have any kind of artillery here? No, they do not. I was about to say deep strike the artillery, but that's fine. You guys target this, although... you might as well get an Urnon's Thunderbolt right on this. This is probably damaging the gate. Yeah, it's damaging the gate, so they're free to continue doing that. And we'll drop one more comment on these guys, and then we're going to send in our skinks to sort of soften them up a little more. In fact, we can do that right now, like here. And then, Mazdamundi, you are going to do this. Where's the best place to drop this? I guess right here. Is that another full... No, it's not. Oh, did you guys moved in there at the worst possible time. Alrighty, let's get one more Urnon's Thunderbolt. In fact, no, wait. I'm going to move you guys all up. Annoy the enemy. And then you guys, you're going to have to break through the gate now. And then so are you. And then Temple Guard, Legion of Chakwa come in. There, it looks like they don't really have much left. I did say this was going to be a very quick battle with no chance for the enemy. Move it in, move it in. Now, can we get this through a decent enough blob? No, not really. Not really. Hey, you guys, who said that you could come back? Alright. There we go. Here come the javelins. We can summon these guys right here. You know what? Screw it. Summon them right here. Make sure that these dark shards don't achieve anything. And if the enemy wants to blob up and attack the Temple Guard, well then. They're going to have a bad time of it, I'm sure. Alrighty, Mazdamundi, go in. You have magic. You have a Ruination of Cities, which we can do... Let's say, like... this. Hey, you guys, keep taking this. You guys going to move out of this? There we go. Do a little bit of damage to these Dread Spears and the Bleak Swords over there. Not a big enough blob to completely obliterate, but that's just fine. Let's get a Urnon's Thunderbolt on... I don't know, these guys, I guess, since they're fighting the Temple Guard. And then monstrous units. All into melee, please. And then go kill that Supreme Sorceress. Very nice. Help out this Temple Guard unit. I did say we were going to get, like, no casualties here if we actually fought this manually. And then let's get a Harmonic Convergence on you, Mr. Blessed Stag, and then let's also get a Ancient Mind. We can heal you up just in case. I doubt that the Sorceress is any kind of threat to you. Do that. There we go. Some enemy units coming in. We're still firing, too, at the same time. Alright. We're just about done here, I think. I wish we had another deep strike available. You know what we could do, though? We could do this. Hopefully it doesn't... I didn't mess that up. Will it bounce off immediately? Yeah, it'll bounce off immediately. Yeah, that was always a possibility. Alright, the enemy lord is dead. Let's get our Temple Guard in here while we're at it. Kill those units. Are these guys still up here? Drop another comment on them. How many comets are these guys willing to take before they get the hell out? Really, I feel like the enemy should have routed by now. And here we go. I probably should have auto-resolved this, to be honest, but you know, at least we've minimized casualties fairly significantly. Alright, let's go. Let's have you guys capture this. Since these guys don't want to, you know, don't want to do this quickly. They want to fight for their homes or something. Unbelievable. You guys go in, please. Let's have the Croxies do that. Mazda and Co, you can go. Speed it up to max. This battle should be over. There's the chain ride, yeah. Alrighty, I'm curious to see how much damage Mazda did with his spells there. Probably more than anybody else did. 219 kills. Certainly more kills than anybody. Probably about the same kills as everybody put together, in fact. And we got 0 losses. Yeah, see, if we had done an auto-resolve, I guarantee there would have been at least some losses. And at least this way, we can move through attrition lands again and not be super concerned with losing many troops, because if we had dropped to like 50% HP after this, and then moved through attrition, we would have taken even more damage than that, you know. Would have been bad TM. Let's see, another Luckstone, lovely. Ancient City of Quintex, we do get to keep the Catacombs, which has growth and research rate, as well as that public order thing for corruption. Alright, well, we'll need to upgrade that as we go. Okie dokie, and settlement upgrade available at the Shrine of Sotek and Port Reaver. Gonna have to go with Port Reaver first, so you, my friend, are gonna get out right here. Upgrade. Wait, are you still in the... Oh, no, you're not in the... Damn, screwed that up a little bit. You. I want you to switch to... I've been forgetting to switch alignments. Switch to alignment of monuments. You, I forgot already, so it's too late. But, although that's pretty cheap, so who cares? This... I mean, it's still cheap with all the extra marble in there, so that's fine. Holy Ziggurat at Port Reaver, please, mostly because I want the port upgraded. And then you can move right back into Popwalks after that. Alright. War with Marathi's going fairly well thus far, although I don't want to jinx it. Don't know what you were going to do. He could hit the Ziggurat of Dawn. Nah, it'll be fine. Not with the army this week. It'll be fine. Let's see, we have some points available. Ooh, level 15 for Mazdamundi means we can get Focus of Mysteries, another Vortex, because clearly what we needed was more magic. And then you, my friend, not yet ready for a Carnosaur, but you're getting there. I believe I wanted to get Commence the Massacre, so let's get... I guess Ferocity of Age. If Combat Reflexes does not in fact apply to Temple Guard, we'll just go through Ferocity of Age and then Commence the Massacre after that. Alrighty. And with that we can end the turn. Let's see if Morathi attacks Skeggy or not. Or she might just be sitting here because these guys would retake Tor Anrock the second she leaves. Oh, is that another army? Oh, that's beneficial for us. That's really beneficial for us. If they stay there, we could hit them in the field. And I would love to hit them in the field. One, because the AI is terrible at sieges. Complete the following Right Awakening. Alright, there's the Lord Croak mission. Obviously, we are going to read this. Lord Croak is one of the first generation of Slann mage priests, and possibly the eldest, making him one of the most powerful active creatures of any race, although active creatures may be pushing it. He has an added advantage, however, in that he is technically dead. Yeah, there we go. Croak's mortal body was killed during the Great Catastrophe, but his remains were preserved by loyal skink attendants, enabling him to re-emerge as the first relic priest. Due to his death, Croak's meditative cycles are significantly longer than those of younger Slann. An elder Slann must be awakened to reveal his last known location, as, simply put, no one else is old enough to remember. Plus 1,000, it's a little bit weak. So yeah, we don't get this for... This riddle available in 21 turns. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. Croaky's coming soon. And everybody's gonna croak. Let's get to you, my friend, moving through once again the attrition territory. So here's what we'll do. We'll go once through the attrition territory, then we'll move right here in an encampment stance, and we'll hit them outside of their settlement.
No. You waste my time.
Oh, wait, no, that's not a... This Hydrans is probably a Black Ark. Gaddis Vanlek, or maybe not. No, you are outside the settlement. Okay, never mind. Alright, well, this works. This definitely works. Let's see if there's any upgrades to build. A Jungle of Green Mist. You can keep doing this stuff and obviously get that gem mine. We can at least trade the gems. We can't attack Spectazuma. For that, we wouldn't even want to. 66 is nothing. Obviously, hopefully we'll get all this confederated to us eventually, but we'll see. I also want to check... Wait. You are going to upgrade this, and I guess... Ooh, what do we get here in the Monument of the Moon? Oh, right. We need to build a defensive structure. Okay. And then we're going to get out of the alignment of monuments and go right back into the alignment of grafting for the extra public order. Or the extra growth, rather. Not public order, that's a different alignment. Okay, hero not moved. You, my friend, need to get back to stealing that tech because you're going to run out. Moon Shard, go. And it's another success. Well done, little buddy. Ooh, Zote Servant, hello. Question, can you carry Zote Servants? Yes. Obviously take the Zote Servant for yourself, Mr. Mundi. And then you, Grendal, are going to go into Cleanse Corruption a little bit more. Let's keep on cleansing. How are we doing for corruption here? Looks like we are ahead of them, moving to 69.6. Nice. And they're dropping. Lovely. End turn, I believe. And our... What do we have here? Nagaroth is fighting a bunch of enemies to Henwin. How about a confederation? No? Military alliance? No, I want you to join us. No. Military access to get our relationship up, though. Really? How about military access with 300 money? Oh, wait, I will offer 300 money. There you go. No, damn it. I don't actually care about the military access, I just want the extra relationships from having extra agreements. I should probably take a look at the other elves, just in case they have more tradable factions available. Whoa, Sentinels of Shati are now fighting all of the other lizard factions. Interesting, Kalidor is gone. Public order for Cytochrome. Cytochrome? I don't know. Alright, let's see if there's any upgrades. There is not. Hexawaddle. Oh, we got one right here. That'll help us with trade. Yeah, I'm really happy with how our settlements are growing. Alright, you guys can't trade with this. Tyrannok, who are you fighting? You're trading with the A10. You know what, fine. We'll do a non-aggression pact with you.
I agree.
There you go. There you go. These were the holdouts before, weren't they? And it looks like there are no other factions. I'm waiting for that event that discovers all port owners so that we can trade with, like, the Empire and Bretonnia and stuff. Alright, now you, my friend, you can actually... I feel like you just barely can hit them. Our army is hurt. And we will draw a lot of enemies, but we probably would win this. But then, I think we wouldn't be able to immediately attack afterwards. Do we risk this? It is 0, but I don't see a red... It says green. You know what, screw it, let's do it. Let's draw them out. Even hurt, I think it'll be worthwhile. If we destroy this entire complement of forces, and this will obviously be a cinematic battle. Battle results will be a Pyrrhic victory, but we have a lot of magic that we can bring down. Ooh, they have Reaper Bolt Thrower, so we will need to, like, move back a little bit, wait until we have our Deep Strike available to take those out, as we don't have Cav. I really should have taken the Mornfang Cav from the Ogres. I kind of regret that, but oh well. Minor regretty. Let's go for a cinematic battle for this, obviously. Alrighty, here we go. Judging by the fact that the auto-resolve said that this would be a Pyrrhic victory, I'm excited in thinking that this is going to be a pretty good battle. Nice little map that we have over here as well. A forest on the side. I like the central hill that we have here, at least on one portion of the map, and then another hill for the enemy as well. I like that. There is some, there's a balance here. The enemy is getting a hill of its own to fight from, and we are as well. It's more of a fair map as they would do in multiplayer for various different games. Anyway, one thing we have to consider for this particular battle is that now that we have lost the majority of the skinks that were previously in our forces and have replaced them with Saurus, we no longer really have the capability of chasing down enemy units as much. The Saurus are very, very slow. They're certainly slower than Dark Elves, so that's going to be something of an issue. Now, over here, I have set it up so that we have our 3 artillery units who are going to start pelting the enemy army that is coming in as a reinforcement, whereas the main portion of our army is going to take this hill, at least at first. We're also going to get our first Vortex cast off with Mr. Mazdamundi, mainly to put it on cooldown. I like to get as many spells off early as possible, as sometimes and oftentimes, and nearly every time, there are still spell uses remaining at the end of a battle, even though there are, just because of the cooldown, and if you wait too long, you don't get to use as many. So, might as well just do at least some damage. Some is better than none, obviously. So, a Vortex coming in, and a Burning Head is going to follow that up, going through these range units who are obviously going to be the biggest threat. There's the Burning Head. I'm gonna go right through this Vortex. It's fire and light. None of these things are things that the Druki like very much. And here we go. And then over here, our main force isn't actually moving up. I decided instead to have the Skink cohorts kill the 2 units of Black Ark Corsairs by chucking their javelins. Mazdamundi was in front, and he did take a little bit of damage, but it's not horrible at the end. Looks like the Burning Head is a little bit off-center, but it still does pretty damn devastating damage. Yeah, both of these range units got deleted. I always love the fiery path that these things leave. And here we go. Javelins are coming in and hitting those Black Ark Corsairs. We're also going to chase them down a little bit with the Feral Basti, but the actual main enemy army is coming in. This was just a preview. This was just a small little skirmish. Over here, the enemy Lord has moved up by himself. Ooh, and I like this little terrain area here. This must be hellish to fight on terrain like this. Man. And anyway, this guy has moved up and has decided to use his crossbow to annoy our stag, who has taken some damage to it and is also now being focused down by the enemy Reaper Bolt Thrower. In terms of doing damage, it feels like we're actually better off meleeing this guy, and thus we send in the stag to smack him around a few times. He does drop to below half HP pretty much immediately. And I do think that that's effective. These guys I told to move up in order to get some range hits on them, but because of this hill that the enemy started on that I was talking about, they were actually shielded from being hit, which is pretty good. We can shoot over there when the enemy moves up in such a way that they sort of crest the hill, which is not something you want to do generally, but otherwise not really getting any use out of the Solar Engine Basties, unfortunately. Now over here we have 2 units of Dark Riders who are coming in, but they are going to charge our Legion of Chakwa Spears, as well as I believe another unit over here was charging our regular Saurus, but got surrounded by Saurus Spears and regular Saurus units. Neither of these guys are going to have a very good day and are going to get obliterated quite quickly if they can't get out. It looks like this unit tries to move through, but especially with Mazdamundi there. There we go. Now they're going to retreat. Same thing sort of happening over here, but now we've had a little bit of a reversal on this side over here. We can see that the Feral Basti has actually dropped to about half HP, being attacked by both the Supreme Sorceress and the Master that came in. The Master was coming in from the enemy army, and it was good use of the Master by the AI to not move it into our main force, but to move around and attack this Basti, which was keeping this flank held down and back. So instead, what I was doing before was sending these Source Warriors to help with the main force, but now they, as well as the Switkinks and the Croxigors, are going to go in and try to kill this this Supreme Sorceress, as well as this Master, as well as these units that have come back, or new reinforcements that have come in. We're also going to get another cast off, and ooh, it is a Ruination of Cities. I didn't realize that how far it would go, though, because unfortunately one of the hits went right through our unit of Saurus Warriors over here and did about half damage to them. What I should have done was drop that Slann force field before doing this. I believe the Slann force field is ward save, right? I don't actually remember what exactly it does in terms of protectiveness. Yeah, plus 20% damage resistance ward save. Yeah, so that would have thus helped. At least this unit got completely destroyed by that Ruination of Cities, and this Black Ark Corsairs with handbows did get somewhat hurt. I probably should have saved it and used it over here instead. That was an error on my part, because then this would have not done nearly as much damage. But that's okay. They do have, however, a lot of range units on the field now. We can see 5 individual units of Dark Shards, 2 units of Corsairs with handbows, and that's quite threatening. We know that the Dark Elves, with their basic ranged infantry, can do quite a bit of damage. Fortunately, we do have Temple Guard here. We have Mazdamundi holding the center over here, as well as the various sets of Basties and the stag, or the 2 Basties and the stag over here, who should be able to anchor this line quite well. We do have some warriors fleeing as well, but I think that this would have been a unit of Skinks somewhere, unless I'm mistaken. Or maybe... No, it was a unit of Saurus Spears, actually. Fighting a unit of Dread Spears, a unit of Black Ark Corsairs, and a unit of Witch Elves. Okay. Well, that's not surprising. Plus with Black Ark Corsair support. Yeah, this turned out to be a fairly good battle, with the battlefield really, really quite spread out. I do always enjoy these sort of things. There we go. As opposed to, you know, just a neat little small blocky line and another neat little small blocky line for the enemy. This is sort of going in 2 ways. We have essentially destroyed this flank, whereas the enemy are sort of, well, not quite winning this flank, but they're certainly holding their own, especially now that they have their murderous prowess in effect, that they'll be doing a little bit more damage. So over here, what I did was I sent the Saurus warriors in to try to get these range units to essentially stop firing. We're just trying to annoy them into running away, essentially. Can't really deal with that, and there we go, gonna get a cast off. I believe this is our third Burning Head. Look at the destruction there. A third Burning Head going through the range units who really need to deplete these guys, because they're doing pretty crazy amounts of damage. We can see the Fire Drakes, one of our Temple Guard units, were being focused down by several of the range units at the same time and have actually started to take damage. Speaking of Temple Guard, we do get a Terminator, a deep strike down on these freaking artillery units, finally. So at least they've stopped firing, and now it looks like the enemy is getting to be in a pretty bad way. The enemy master is being chased off by our Saurus Scar veteran, who appears to be a superior fighter. Of course, the master on his cold one, even without his cold one, he would have been faster than the poor Saurus Scar veteran, but he doesn't want any part of this. 39 and 70 versus 57 and 67, so they are pretty even in terms of defenses, although this guy has way more armor, but he also doesn't hit... Let's see, wow, he only hits a 340? Oh, this is getting reduced by something. 340 versus 574, yeah, so no wonder he was having a bad day against Mr. Cricket over here. Now, this portion of the battlefield, as I said earlier, is getting pretty much complete. The Sorceress is also running off the field. There's a Death Hag over here, but we're going to send the Croaks to deal with her as soon as they help out and try to catch the Master over there. Of course, the Master... might get trapped by the Croaxies, which is why I sent them there in the first place, if Cricket can't catch them. Ooh, and it looks like a bolt of the old ones comes in from Mazdamundi, and he actually does manage to land it for once. That thing is so annoying with the fact that it always fails. Yeah, really like this battle. And yet another Vortex cast. Mazdamundi is certainly bringing out all the magic this time. Yeah, but imagine how much easier this battle would have been with Lord Croak. Every single one of these ranged units would have gotten his spell on them, and every single one of them would have melted. Which is why I didn't go for Lord Croak. I don't know about Pyrrhic victory, but we've certainly suffered some... Well, I mean, there were like 3 or 4 units that got pretty badly beat up. Of course, they do get some of that HP back at the end of the battle, plus if we heal up. And it looks like the chain route is indeed finally here. Certainly a battle worth fighting, and as I was saying at the very start, unfortunately we can't really catch up to many enemy units. The Skinks can certainly do so, and they are going over here and they are going over here, but they're not actually that much faster than the Druki, who run at 35 versus the 45 of the Skinks, and that's the Dark Shards. I think some units run faster than others. Let's see, these are Blackguard Corsairs, and they run at 40 versus the 45 of the Skinks. That is such a negligible difference that they can spend a long time running away before they're caught up. It does seem to necessitate us getting a couple of cav units just so we can capitalize on enemies that are running away. I generally like to have units like hounds and stuff in various factions' armies just for that purpose, especially in the early game, although for some factions all the way into late game until you can replace them with powerful cav units. But I've never really liked the lizards and their feral cold ones. The problem with the feral cold ones is the rampage, right? Because, oh wow, that looks really trippy. I believe that's an Uranon's Thunderbolt coming down on a running away unit, but it looks real pixelated and messed up. But anyway, what I was saying is because of the rampage of the cold ones, or the feral cold ones, they just, you know, get struck a little bit, and then you screw up a little bit with their micro, they go rampage and they'll just die. So it's not nearly as useful as something like a unit of the dire wolves or the various hound-like units. Anyway, a heroic victory and not a Pyrrhic one, as I was suspecting, but still a really fun battle and a nice on a very nice map. Let's see what we took in terms of actual damage after everything has been, or after some of our HP has been given back. Alrighty, that actually turned out to be a pretty fun fight. I was not expecting as much resistance as we got, and yes, it did say that we would achieve a Pyrrhic victory, but we achieved a heroic victory instead, though we did take losses, that's for damn sure, and in fact, despite the fact that we could benefit from Exterminate, I think this is one of those situations where we have to kill and eat because we have to continue fighting. 115 kills and 20,000 damage on these Black Ark Corsairs. Very, very nice. I think that was their best performing unit, in fact, by a huge, huge margin. What the hell? What the hell? Which ones were these? Damn, well done. Oh, I think that was the unit that was fighting the Skinks for ages. That might have been where all those skills came from. This was the unit that routed the Skinks, right? And yeah, obviously without the shields, the regular Saurus are not nearly as tanky, but everybody took something of a beating. Anyway, kill indeed. Then this army's gonna run. Oh, it's actually gonna die and not run. And then Crown of Command, that's all swell, but what I want to see, enemy killed in battle, enemy killed in battle, is whether we can siege this turn or no. We cannot, unfortunately, siege this turn, which means we will take attrition damage, and they're going to be able to heal up. That's not so good. I probably could have waited. Oh well. Oh well, as we've seen earlier, oh man, we did so much damage to their garrison, now it's gonna heal up. That's so annoying. How much are they? Wow, and they heal a lot. Like, a lot. What the hell? They have three of the healing symbols. Damn. Oh well. We're gonna have to still make use of our siege. At least we get commence the massacre now, so we should be able to get a lot more damage out. But hero not mood. If only we could use you to break down the walls or, you know, mobilize our army a little bit more. Steel Tech. And it's a failure. Why must you disappoint me? Grendel. Alrighty. What? Oh, like Grendel? Not spelled the same or whatever. Let's see. We have all this stuff here. I guess we're going to go through Power 7 into Potent. Okay, makes sense. And then I believe that's everything that needs to be done this turn. Now, just want to check. I was thinking maybe we could use the Rite of Ferocity again for the Casualty Replenishment rate, but that's only in your own territory, not like a base amount, which would have been swell. Could have also popped a Rite of Sotek right before fighting to power up the Skinks a little bit. I mean, you know what? I'm almost tempted to pop this just for the extra free unit experience because it's fairly cheap and it's not like we're doing anything. Causes attrition to enemy armies within your own territory. That might be useful eventually, though. Do we really? Whatever. The thing is, yes, the experience is good, but these guys, they're all going to get replaced by Saurus with shields and then Temple Guard eventually, so they don't really benefit us that much. Alright, let's end the turn. We're almost good in terms of alignment. War declared between Eataine and Cult of Pleasure, so the territory that Marathi has gained, she might lose to Eataine and stuff. She's already lost her home province. What the hell's going on over here? What is that? What is that? No, seriously, what the hell is over there? I need to zoom in. I can't tell them. It's way too tiny in the model. Something's moving out over here. It stopped moving. Oh, it's just a floating rock. Okay. It was moving a lot faster before, and it was weirding me out. Ooh, Blessed Saurus Warriors with shields. Yes, kill 500 enemies in battle. That we can do, and we can definitely put these into this army. That's lovely. And then after they get replaced by Temple Guard, we can put them into, not Brahmak's army, but Mr. Cytochrom's army. Speaking of Cytochrom, is there anything that you need to upgrade? Yes, there is in Tyrannosotek. Let's go you here. And now you are going to switch to alignment of monuments for next turn, because we're going to build up a thing. And then we are going to build a bunch of stuff. So you do this, you do this. Port Reaver. What do we get at Port Reaver? I don't think it needs a defensive structure. Although, if Chaos comes here, and if they don't hit the Monument of the Moon, what if they arrive, like, here, and then they go for Port Reaver? That'd be really annoying. Do we risk not getting at anything, and same with Swamp Town? I mean, maybe we'll risk it. If they destroy it, they destroy it. There's not much we can do about it at the end of the day. Probably gonna want to build... Let's see, lodestones increase research rate and a little bit of income generation. We got more income regeneration out of the Temple of Quetley. Oh. Huh. Damn it. Cannot be constructed in major settlements. I don't know what the best use of our money is. I'm almost tempted to go for the public order, because we don't really have any public order buildings here. We will, you know what, let's temporarily go public order. And I know money is more important right now, but my reasoning here is we'll build a proper public order chain in Machu Peaks later, or Machu Peaks later. But while it isn't leveled, we can benefit from having one there. Alright, so that's it for you guys. There's nothing to build here. We are losing public order, but that's to be expected. Marathi's still sitting there. It's making me nervous. But I don't think she can take Skeggy anymore. Not with this army here. And ooh, we are at 99 alignments. Do we go for more? You know what? We are at 2 turns left on Divine Architecture. Let's get more. Let's get more. Oh, wait. Before or after we attack? What does this do again? Where is it? Alignments. So we get magic resistance for blessed units. Don't really care about that. Cooldown for ruination of cities and the uses for ruination of cities. And magic item drop chance. You know what? This means that we will do this after attacking. So we can still benefit from it slightly. Now, Moonshard, let's go. Pyrrhic Victory. It will not be a Pyrrhic Victory. It is obviously lying to us because we can do a much better siege than the enemy can. Anyway, I am going to have to make a cut here because the previous battle was a cinematic one, so here we go. Alrighty, there it is, and let's head into one more siege. I'm not, once again, going to make this a cinematic battle, because we've already seen what happens when we siege the Dark Elves. Okay, it's a pretty standard battle as well. They at least don't get the disadvantageous position that the Skaven always get. Come on now. Alright, here we go. Oh, and now we are in that icy Nagarothi domain. Okay, let's get you guys up here. Let's see. Ooh, what's your range here? I don't want to be so close that the enemy actually is able to hit us. Alright, start deployment, and let's start bombarding. And then let's move up the Skink cohort, get them ready to move up and actually damage the enemy. Mr. Mazdamundi, move up as well. You should be getting ready to destroy their forces that are standing up on the ramparts or battlements. You 3. This, ooh, let's keep the really badly hurt units back just in case we somehow need to fight Marathi next turn. Alright, that means you, other Basti, and then we'll get you guys in here. Alright, let's see how we doing over here. You, fire on this, you guys. You know what? Pick your targets. Alright, how are we doing up here? Yeah, they really went all out in going up on the walls here. I need to be a little bit careful. Alright, now Ernon's Thunderbolt. Well, I mean, we can still soften them up. Alright, speaking of softening them up, let us max out the speed and just try to do this as quickly as possible. Ooh, I like the toppled tower over here. Looking real awesome. Is it toppled because of the siege? Because it's still on fire. Unless it's magical fire or something and it burns forever, I don't know. Let's attack that fort tower. You can keep taking care of this one, which is almost done as well. And then, do we go after this last tower? You know what, they might get there, so might as well. I'd rather not risk it. And then we can attack the enemies over the gate right after. 34%. If you can hit these dark shards over here a few times, they're over the gate, so it will mean more damage to the enemy gate. Alright, explosions, they do seem to be, I guess, targeting the Death Hag or no? Alright, oh, there we go, that one worked. Why do some just hit the wall, and yeah, it works okay. Oh, now do they have an artillery piece? They do not. Okay, that's fascinating. That is fascinating for a number of reasons, the most important of which is I'm going to actually summon Temple Guard up here. And we're going to have them attack the wall instead of what I usually do with them. How's that gate looking? 48%, pretty good. You, fire on the gate a little bit. Who have you been firing at this entire time? I guess I don't even care. You guys, go up on the wall. You guys don't disintegrate, right? You stay at full HP? Yeah, perfect. Alright, just go right here. Up the wall, please. Alright, now, Mr. Mundi. Go and drop a comet on somebody. I feel like... what does Overcast do again? Greater amount of armor-piercing explosion damage. What's their armor at? Actually fairly decent in 45 and 55. Alright, fine. Then you can drop a comet right there. Alright, you guys can now fight these. Alright, Mundi. Drop. Let's see how much damage this does. This is a full HP, well, 93 enemy unit. Oh, it's gonna move back. Come on, drop. Comet, please. There you go. It badly damaged that unit. This one, pretty heavily damaged as well. I like that. You can also get a bolt of the old ones as soon as these units stop moving. Maybe drop it on these guys. Hopefully it doesn't hit the wall instead. Let's actually find out. You really shouldn't miss at a unit that's completely stationary, right? Okay, well it did miss at a completely stationary unit, but it did hit a unit that was standing behind it, so I'm conflicted. Let's also drop a couple of Urnon's Thunderbolts out, I don't know, out here or something. How you doing, Temple Guard? If the enemy wants to blob up here, what we could do is drop another Comet on top of them. I really don't want to take too many casualties to enemy range fire, though, so I think we're going to wait until we can get one more Comet out of the way. Although, wait. Could we? Nah, probably not. What's the range on Ruination of Cities? I know you can't do it on walls. Oh, you have to be pretty close, unfortunately. Okay, just keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing. Our skinks would probably take too much damage if we sent them in, right? You know what? Speed it up. I want one more cast of the stuff. But while we wait, we're gonna get our forces moving up. Yeah, you get what the hell? No, do this, and then you guys are all gonna move up, and the Croxagors as well, of course. Where are you, Croxagors? Right up here. Alright, I believe that's everybody. You can stay back because you're badly hurt. Alright, how are the Temple Guard doing up here? I'm actually really curious. How many kills have they gotten against this relatively basic set of enemies? 31. Alright, do we have our next comment? Yes, we do. Drop it right here, and then we go. And I guess we want to take a look at this. It's not going to be ideal, but it will badly hurt all of these units that are fighting here. And I wonder how much splash we're going to get into our own unit. Some, not a lot. There we go, that completely deleted this Black Arc Corsair and Witch Elf unit. Didn't really do too much to soften up the enemy range targets, but hey, it's something. It's something. Let's do the... Are you guys gonna really move? Okay, well, whatever. We will now send up our... Well, first of all, you guys go in for that gate, and then you guys are all gonna move up right here. Mazda, you go into the gate as well. And then Croxies, you follow along. Temple Guard, Legion of Chakwa, go. Gonna get ready to activate that Shield of Chakwa as well. Alright, are you guys gonna be close enough to fire? I don't really care how many skinks die. Horrible as that is, considering how adorable they are. Let's move you up. Alright, it looks like our Temple Guard are now rampaging. I'm not gonna buff them up, because it's just a temporary unit, right? And do we have anything else that we could drop on this? Ooh, we do have another bolt of the old ones. Now, you are very close to the enemy, so here's my question. Can you drop it on this Black Arc Corsair unit? And if you can, will it hit? Hey, that one worked well. Oh man, that one got ripped in half and went flying. That was pretty funny. Let's see, anything else? Now we're looking pretty good. How's that gate looking? Move forward, move forward. I did say there weren't going to be a lot of casualties here. Alright, these guys are now off the field, but I think we've certainly whittled down the enemy forces pretty significantly. Now, Ruination of Cities. Not really. I was about to say, is it going to be useful right now? But no, not really. You are all going to move up. Alright, monsters, including Mazdamundi. You're all going through the gate. Temple Guard, follow along, please, especially the highest HP Temple Guard. And you know what? I wasn't going to do this, but, you know, let's go. You climb this wall, you climb this wall. And then you climb this wall, and then... I think that's good enough. At least for now. Temple Guard, follow along. Alright, here we go, here we go. Mazdamundi and Co. are in. Let's drop down a Slann force... Whoa, what the hell happened to you, buddy? Slann force field, Apotheosis, you need healing. You need immediate healing. My bad. Let's send you guys in to support the stag. Oh, the poor stag. Alrighty. Oh, he's probably getting pelted by these guys. Alright, fine, if that's the way you want to play it. Let's get a vortex going on here right there. He's gonna come back. He's not gonna die to this. Just a little bit hurt. Alright, how are the javelins doing? Ah, they're okay. You can come in and help out as well, Source Scar Veteran. We should probably use your buff to, buff everybody up here. Hey. You guys keep away from that steg. He's had enough of your nonsense. I really want to use Ruination of Cities on something or somebody. What is this unit doing out here? Come here. Come closer. Come closer or die. Alright, Steg's running away. If you guys can start moving towards us... You know, I'm just gonna use it on this one unit, I don't care. I just want something to die. Alright, please don't move away just as it is coming out. Yeah, there we go. Alright, decent amount of damage, it's nearly dead. Hey, our Croxagores are also running out, probably getting pelted by enemy ranged units as well. That's probably what's doing a lot of the damage. But it doesn't matter because this battle is just about over. Mazdamundi's a little bit beat up, so I'm going to give him a couple heals and a buff as well. Let's get the rest of our melee units, and you can join in. I still don't think it's very likely that you're gonna die. And you guys, proceed please. Can we get another cast off? Let's pop one right, I don't know, on this. We're gonna heal here anyway, this is why I'm not concerned about the amount of damage that we're taking. Can we drop another comet on anybody? Oh, these guys maybe, if they start firing on us. Why not? Alright, maybe we want to target this Lord. Where's the Source Scarvet? You buff everybody up and target this Lord, please. Legion of Chakwa, you can use your Shield of Chakwa. And then do this, and then you can do... Nah, you know what? That'll probably hurt us more than it'll hurt them. Don't do that. I was about to use the Burning Head. Alright, you can now drop a Comet. It won't matter. It's about to be a chain round in a couple seconds. Now that the Lord has routed, they're all done. There we go. Easy little battle. Some HP damage, but I'm purposely taking HP damage on single entity units rather than taking extra damage on our units that would lose models, so we've only lost 41. Did this also say it was going to be a Pyrrhic victory? Because no. Mazdamundi got hurt, but now we have the entire province, and we can just heal up here. And we've also joined together, sort of, with Alith and Nar, who can sort of hold our northern borders. Alright, so you can occupy this. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And we got a Trickster Shard as well, eh? Miscast chance minus 20. Not something I would give you over... Actually, wait, we have the other Trickster Shard. We could get you a regular Trickster Shard as well, minus miscast chance. He just gets a no miscast chance. You know what, I kind of like that. The other Trickster Shard and the regular Trickster Shard. Mazdamundi's feeling real tricksy today. And you can now get another upgrade. You know what? I think I want to get Arcane on Forging now. Where are you, Arcane on Forging? Right here. Let's get you. Let's get you. I feel like we should get another expensive spell. The other option is to get Universal Perception. I mean, we will be recruiting, but will we be recruiting right now? Probably not. So yeah, Arcane on Forging, more magic, more spells. We are at 16 points. Gotta watch out for that, especially if we want to still buff up everybody in terms of red line stuff. At least we definitely will want to buff up our Temple Guard. And then various other things, but we'll see about that. Anyway, Titan Peaks is now ours, and we just completed something. Ooh, and an Ogre Mercenaries. There we go. We can get some Cav in here. We can get some Warnfang Cav instead of a couple of these King cohorts, I guess. As well as we... Oh, we now have these guys. The... Where are they? Where are they? Here we go. 3 units of Blessed Saurus Warriors with shields, and this is regular Saurus Warriors, not the... not the spear variety. These are the mace infantry, so we could just take these guys out. And yes, they will have less melee attack, but they're considerably more survivable. Plus, they don't have primal instincts, eh? They're more expensive, but that's okay. We can upgrade them with various alignment things eventually. Anyway, Ogre Mercenaries, that's lovely, we don't care. Those are the Blessed Saurus Warriors with shields. Enemy killed in battle, enemy killed in battle. Trait gain, not really important. This is very important. Now, however, we have to think. Will Morathi attack us at the Moon Shard immediately? Oh, and what do we get at the moon? We got a freaking wall here immediately? That's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Wow, the conquest of Marathi's territory went really well in terms of the buildings we lucked out into. I think this is the best luck I've ever had in terms of getting buildings, because it's always just horrifically bad. And Mr. Cricket has just gotten himself his Carnosaur. Alright, that's going to increase the cost of this army, but he's definitely going to Carnosaur it up. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alrighty, well, unfortunately with that, I think I am going to have to call this episode here. We are out of time. I did want to fight the quests, but I think it actually worked out pretty much perfectly, because we did use the alignments on that extra tax rate, and now we're down to 2 in Divine Architecture. So basically, at the start of next turn, or actually no, we have to do it right now because it'll change to another 4. In fact, we'll do it right now so I don't forget to do it at the start of next turn. We'll go Econ again, and then we will go Buildings again, and then we will go for Divine Architecture one more time. The minus 30% construction cost for all buildings is amazing. Like, I feel like we're going to have this up the entire game. And ooh, look at that. It went to 25 plus 2. It didn't replace the previous iteration of it. That's good to know, so that we can essentially keep getting this and just buffing up the number of turns remaining. Alrighty, well, that's pretty useful, but as I said, I am going to have to call it here. Next time, I don't know what we're going to do about Marathi. I'm hoping that the High Elves defeat her main force over here, because if they don't, we might have to go over here, siege Toranrock,
I will not.
kill Marathi, and you know what? We probably should do that anyway. I don't remember what trait Marathi gives, but if it's a magic trait, we should probably get it for Mazdamundi. And either way, we probably should get traits for him. I mean, it would be nice to do the quest. I'm still going to try to do the quests next turn, or next episode, I guess. Not next turn, because we're probably still too hurt for that. But we should get the alignments back up to a good place. Anyway, as I said for like the 3rd time, calling it here. More Dark Elf killing presumably next time, as well as Mazdamundi's personal quests. I think it was a good milestone to end on anyway, because we just conquered the entirety of the Titan Peaks. So there it is. So with that said, as always, I do appreciate any and all feedback with regards to the gameplay or the way I do things on this channel. If you have a second, please do take it to leave a like and or a comment to support the channel. It really does help. As always, all glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.